intellectual knowledge can only be converted into wisdom by action. That's the only way you can convert it. You got to prove it by doing it. And the knowledge, the more you know and the less you do about it, the more trouble you're in. So, it has to be proven. Now, it's written like this: act as though I am and I will be. So we act like his kids and prove that we are. And it's a fantastic thing. Because it proves out in the quality and nature of life itself. Now, the problem is conscious separation. The answer is conscious unity. And when the ego is not there, when that conscious separation is gone, there is no roadblock. For instance, I got a big window in my living room, great big window, and it has a drape over it. And when there's nothing over the window, the light comes through. But the window isn't the light. I look at that as being me, that it acts just like me. When there's no obstruction, the light comes through the window. But the window is not the light. And when the drape's closed, the light don't come through. But just as the window isn't the light, the drape isn't the darkness. So it's my business to keep the drape open and let the light shine. And that's your business and mine in this thing called life. The only thing you can do with life is live it. That's the only thing you can do with it. There's no other thing that you can do with it at all. Being is the thing. And now's the only time you have. Right now. So, to say it in a few words, the only thing you can do with life is live it. The only reason for it is the joy of it. The only time we have is now. And it's not for my glory, but for the glory of life itself, or the glory of the Father, if you want to say it that way. And that's it. Now, I like to say the thing sort of this way. You're either God's kid or you ain't. If you ain't, nothing can is you, and if you is, nothing can ain't you. In other words, you can't change the reality of your own being. You can't change the reality of your own being. You can only change your experience in reality. For instance, I sit in the same chair right now that I sat in for 10 years in hell. And I've been in it now, same chair, for 28 years in heaven. Now, nothing happened to the chair, nothing happened to the living room, nothing happened to the wife, nothing happened to the kids. Something happened to me. And therefore, I have to believe that heaven was always in that chair. I was in hell. So we can change our experience, but we can't change the reality of our own being. And that's the beauty of this thing. That's the wonder of it. You can't change the reality of your own being. The carpenter said it like this: who by taking thought can add 1 cubit to his stature? And perhaps that's the only predestination that there is. You can't change the reality of your own being, but you can only change your experience in reality. And to be able to live comfortably, peacefully, and joyously with yourself, I think, should be the main objective in life. Everything else is salutary. It adds and subtracts. But if we can and do operate so that we can live comfortably, peacefully, and joyously with ourselves, we haven't the slightest problem living with the world. I tried to make the world over for 30 years so it'd be a fit place for me to live in. And I got news for you, it ain't ready. It ain't ready. So when I discovered a way to live comfortably, peacefully, and joyously with myself, it's no longer necessary for me to make the world over. It's no longer necessary. And I don't have a bit of trouble living in the world. I don't have a bit of trouble because I'm at peace with myself. And it's a matter of changing the attitude and the effort. A little shift in attitude from getting to adding to makes all the difference in the world. Because the thing proves out within itself. You don't have to prove it. It proves itself. So, again, I say to you that your total, complete, going concerns within yourself. And every bit of this performance that I'm talking about is an inside job. It's an inside job. To get rid of the they is one of the greatest things in life. To get rid of they caused me to do this or that or the other thing, or circumstances or conditions. We find that our own peace of mind and serenity of purpose cannot depend on any person, place, thing, circumstance, or condition outside ourselves. It depends only on our own relationship to our very own God, and it's an inside job. It's an inside job. We uncover and discover the thing we've been looking for all our life, in my opinion. And again, it can be proven. It can be proven. Now, the one great key to this thing called life is rigorous self-honesty. Rigorous self-honesty is the golden key to this thing called life. Probably the most powerful thing on earth, more powerful than the atom bomb or the hydrogen bomb, is a simple, unadulterated truth. The thing we're most afraid of. The truth. It's the most powerful thing in the world. And rigorous self-honesty is the golden key. Why? Because we have a monitor with us. Every one of us. We have a monitor with us. It's right here.
Thanks, Chuck.